Hi everyone, I'm Kino. Let's take a look at really getting the legs fully behind the head, opening our hip joints as much as possible. So in order to do this, you need to externally rotate our hip joints. There's a posture in the third series called Kasyapasana, and that's what we're gonna use as our foundation. We're not gonna actually do the posture, but we're gonna take basis in that, okay? So we're externally rotating the hip joint. We're starting with the right side, and that's gonna look like bringing the knee to the side, okay? Now you don't wanna open the hip too much to the side. Keep the sitting bones in relatively neutral position. Then inhale, lift the leg back, exhale, bring it around. So if you have your hair down, you want to bring it out to the side, all right? Then pull it over a little bit. So if you can't go this far, if the leg's not behind the head, then you would want to stop here and just work on opening your hip joints. But if you can, you get a little bit deeper and then make sure that you don't pull your sitting bone too much to the side. Now what we're going to do is lie down to really give the hip a chance to open. There are two ways to lie down. We're going to do the first one where I'm going to keep weight on this leg, and so this is my foundation. So I'm reaching back, and so that leg is my foundation. The sacrum is on the ground, and I'm leaning to the left, and you'll notice my right hip remains off the ground, okay? So this is slightly precarious in a balance, and I'm not totally flat on the ground, all right? So after 5 breaths like this, you could potentially lean over to the side, which will bring the knee down and take this leg off of the ground. They target different things. So now if you're really just working on opening your hips, what's nice to do is take that leg all the way up and then let your sacrum rest on the ground, and you could take your hands right up over, holding on to your foot, potentially going all the way down, okay? And if you do this up here, you want it to be relaxed. You could potentially bring your leg over to the side. And this is really just to help the pelvis release and open, keep it sucked all the way in. This is a great preparation for Kasyapasana, getting the legs behind the head. Then, in order to come up, inhale, pick yourself all the way up. Okay, let's try the other side. All right, so you should feel, you should want to target that right in the hip joint. It's very important. If you start to feel pressure in the knee, you want to back off completely. So you really do need to have somewhat open hips before you try, okay? So let's go ahead and try that other side. To externally rotate the left hip joint, so we're bringing the knee to the side, not back, but to the side, okay? Sucking in the belly. Now we prepare, inhale, exhale, bring it all the way around, all right? Then you can pause there for a moment, make sure the leg is pressed relatively well behind the head. Use your shoulders, use your upper back. Now we're gonna press this leg firmly into the ground. Remember, that's step 1, okay? So I'm pressing into the right thigh as my foundation, using my hands to reach back. See, I'm leaning a bit to the right so I can keep the foundation firm. Strong foundation, sucking in the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is all about the foundation. Gravity is working on my hip joint and on my leg on the left side because it's off the ground. After a couple breaths, lean over to the left, and that's gonna pop that right hip and the right thigh off of the ground, which is fine. You could lean back, stretch your arms over your head to get that even further, and then just to really work on targeting and opening the hips in a relaxed way, hands over the head, taking a few breaths here, sucking down into the low belly. You could take that out to the side to make it nice and even, keeping the low belly drawn in. And then stretching the leg back out. When you're ready to come out, inhale, all the way back up. Nice and easy. So you can really feel your hip joints open. Take 5 breaths in each one, play around with it. If you're trying the posture in third series, it's a great place to start. Thanks for watching.